So would you think that this time they should? Or it will be also too perfect to be true?
That's the thing, right? I don't exactly know if Diablo is adept with that hero, right? And Fovis is a hero where you have to be an expert at it. It's just not like a hero where, okay, that's a good hero in that game, let's pick it up. Team Flash will just go back to the Ruby.
Okay.
I understand why they go in for that. And yeah, they don't need to pick up the Joy in this case. They just pick up the Arlet, which is now, in this case, now we're talking, because Diablo can really play this hero. And then in combination with the Ruby, with a lot of stuns, you now have a lot of ways for you to dash through. It's a good combo. And ONIC will just, you know, don't fix what's not broken.
Yeah.
They pick up this Harith, and then maybe a Nana again, right? So
yeah,
Sanzu the Nana. But then knowing ONIC, they might just go for a roamer here for KIBOY. What else is on the table? Yeah, and Angela, they might not be thinking about that anyways. A Tigreal, okay. Okay.
I think that's a little bit too early, right? Oh, no, it's not a bit early. Because there's no chance that Team ONIC or like Team Flash will have a Diggy, right?
That's right.
So it's a really good and a solid pick.
Because they already know that the Ruby is the roamer in the presence of the Arlot. Joy is available, but
yes,
but Team Flash might just go for a utility jungler here, like Barats. Okay. Well, we don't know.
Would you suggest it to be in the mid lane again?
Well, they do have a lot of stuns for Team Flash, so
okay,
maybe don't need it in the mid lane anymore. You need a solid burst because they already have the CC. What I'm trying to say here is, you already have the crowd control. You need damage now, and that will come from both Kurt as well as whatever Vanix will pick up from the gold lane. Absolutely, you need the damage, and with three heroes already shown by Team Flash, this tells me that surely the damage will come from the mid lane. But that means ONIC can just go and ban out those big damage heroes in the mid lane, like maybe a Lunox perhaps, or a Eudora, right? Constant source of damage. Oh, sorry. Why do I always make a mistake? Aurora. I wanted to say Aurora. Yeah.
Well, Aurora is introduced to the meta like with open gates after the latest rework, because she's a totally different hero right now with all of her skills.
That's right.
I would actually say that it's a really good pick with ONIC, especially because so far they don't have that much of a magical damage. Yes, they do have the Harith, but of course you will have a mid laner as well. So maybe with the Tigreal, it is a really good pick, and beside it, also Nana can work. And because Team ONIC, I think who's gonna have the pick after this
that should be Team Flash.
Team Flash. Okay, so I was going to say that if Team ONIC wants to continue going with the same approach, they can take out more and more and more mages, but they go and tend to go for the gold laners. They want to make life easier for Albert, because in the previous game when he was freely farming, when he was freely moving, his output and his late game was incredibly effective. So right now, what's on the table for Team? The Aurora.
There it is, the Aurora. As we expected. It makes a lot of sense because you need a constant source of damage. ONIC might be tempted to go for another Nana.
Yeah.
But also there's a merit for a long range mage. Or actually a Kadira will not be that bad for ONIC. So that at least you have two heroes that can check the bushes. And we know for sure that KIBOY plays that hero a lot. That could be good. But then I guess the easier hero to pull off is the Nana here for instead of ONIC.
Yeah,
then
sometimes I go ahead, yeah.
I forgot about the Gourd. Yeah, it's a great pickup. Yep, great pickup. And then maybe go for something like a Lapu Lapu again for boots, or there you go. Lapu Lapu.
Nice.
That'll be the pickup. Yeah, on point. I think you only have Brody here left for Team Flash, unless they want to go back to the Nathan, right?
Maybe the Bruno.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking much better if they go for the Brody actually, so that at least they have the early game, and it's a hero that can survive the Lapu Lapu. So the only merit for the Nathan is you have late game. So they go back to
Yes.
the Bruno.
They
Very
go back
well
to the
done.
Bruno. It was good in the late game. It have shown efficiency. It has shown quite decent amount of damage. But in the previous game, they didn't help the Bruno that much to expect a good damage output from him. So in this game, they do have the crowd control, and the banning Lilia was so justified for me, at least personally, because they have heroes that cannot move that freely. So a Lilia ban was so justified. But also, having that true damage, having also the burst damage coming from Gord was really, really a work of art coming from the coach. And to sum it up, they have the Lapu Lapu to reach the backline, which will make Aurora's life hell.
Yeah. This is a much more winnable game for the side of Team Flash as compared to the previous game. Then again, ONIC are really, really scary. As we mentioned, it's the Lapu Lapu. That was the last pick. It makes perfect sense. And the damage coming out from a Team Flash. With Hades now picking up the Barretts. They will resolve to utility junglers, but KIBOY already resetting the purple buff. Gonna be punished for now with Cortese. Look at how much damage this Aurora does.
Even though the Brats didn't even come to the purple buff, KIBOY wanted to be as annoying as possible, so he resetted that purple buff. So anyways, looking here at the mid lane and looking at the laning phase generally, I would say that this is the exact same for the gold lane, but here it seems like Team Flash want to play more aggressively than the previous game. Hades is trying to get as much gold as possible, he's trying to get as much farm as possible. He do not want the same scenario, but again, as I told you, they are utilizing their damage, they are utilizing their skills for the gold lane.
Vanix lasts for a little longer, but because of the damage of the Synchro Fission and the poke that came out from Carry, look at how calculated Carry was. After one set of combo, he gets out into safety because he doesn't need to be there. And he knows that Albert, with the Purify, the HP advantage, and the Synchro Fission hitting onto that Vanix Bruno, there's no chance at all. Very efficient gameplay coming out from Kyrie.
Well, Team Flash, for me at least, they are doing the same wrong decisions as the previous game. They have the Bruno as they wished, but why don't you help the Bruno out? Why don't you help the gold lane out? So far, I didn't see neither the mid laner nor the roamer going to any lane to help them out. Team Flash seems to be trapped in the mid lane and seems to be zoned out by just one member, which is Sans alone. He's able to clear his waves, to move freely, unlike the Aurora for some reason. So in this game particularly, I would say that maybe the history will repeat itself because Team Flash are not using their resources like the last game.
Well, they have to now take advantage of their immense amount of crowd control. That's what I'm saying. That's probably their way out. So maybe when the turtle fight happens, you overload this Nolan. You have Ruby, you have Arlet, you also have the Barrett. So if you combine them all together, there's a lot of stuns that you can get. Then you can even think about the Aurora being in there. One benefit of having the Aurora as well, going up against assassins like Nolan, for example, you have the innate advantage of surviving after a combo. So it's very annoying for a Nolan, for a one-shot kind of assassin like a Nolan to face up against the Aurora, because even after the combo just survives and gets back 30% HP. That could be one thing. We'll see if that will be the case, because we are saying that Team Flash needs to take advantage of their immense amount of crowd control.
Well, coming back to the game between Team Flash and Team ONIC, will the Sky Kings keep their position and will the Sky Kings keep on rolling the skies, or will Team Flash bring them down to the earth? Team ONIC right now are ahead in terms of the kills and also in terms of the gold and in the movement around the map, I would say, because right now Hades is trying to bait or like to drag that turtle away, and also you can tell that KIBOY is trying to get that level 4 to use his ultimate on the turtle fight. Well, so far they didn't form up or they didn't use the formation quite well, which is something I'm furiously want to see. And look here,
Yep. KIBOY is level 4. Hades is almost 5. And Kyrie says, okay, skipping that. He don't care. Yep.
He goes for the
by the
steal.
way, exactly. For all those Barrett's users out there, yes, you can utilize your Retribution while you are charging your ultimate. Or any point of your ultimate, actually. You can utilize it. And Hades didn't want to be crowd controlled whatsoever. So he just popped it even when there's no target. And so some efficiency play coming out from Team Flash.
Look at the Ruby now. He's trying to help Vanix out, which is something that we should have seen earlier on in this game. Sans is controlling his mid lane just by himself. And look at the damage output. So,
the flicker of Sans! Oh, Retribution coming out from Kyrie. Courtesy is gonna survive. And Sans committing the flicker. That's what that is definitely one of the annoying things facing up against the Aurora. And because of that, he survives and he effectively burned the flicker from the side of Team ONIC. So not too shabby at all from Courtesy.
Well, at least Kyrie knows now that he can one-shot the Aurora pick. But look at the top lane. They are trying to move. They have a movement going up there. 4-1, and Albert knows and senses danger and goes back. I am a Findom being triggered, and Vanix will go back. Look at KIBOY, he's just recalling. I think he got affected by Zord.
KIBOY with the dash, Vanix gets out. That's Purify committed. And that really just forced out the Zaman Force, which is not a long cooldown ultimate anyway. So ONIC are going to be very happy about that trade-off. KIBOY still holding onto the flicker as well as the implosion. And JPL and Hades are available, and there he goes. KIBOY, no flicker needed. There's the burst coming from ONIC. They took on JPL as well as Hades, and they want more. Vanix in trouble. Vanix out. Nobody dying from ONIC. And it's just KIBOY casually walking with the dash. Connects onto 2. No flicker needed. No fancy footwork needed. ONIC claims 2 kills. Or 3 kills, actually.
Yeah, look at this perfect combo being executed from the side of Team ONIC. The Sky Kings once again strike upon the top lane. 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kills. That's how things should be for Team ONIC with this perfect execution, and 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kills. That's how the Sky Kings clear the way for Kyrie. Look at this. Look at Albert. He's just moving freely with the Purify. As you have advised, no one can even touch him having this Purify.
And Kyrie was able to steal that orange buff. Hades cannot find the farm once again. Level 9 Kyrie, that's the Nolan. Level 7 Barrett's coming out from Hades. A crucial exchange. Well, it's not even an exchange because ONIC just claimed 3 kills for free. They took on a turret. And that all of a sudden just shifted the balance heavily towards the favor of ONIC. No chance in this early stage with 4,000 gold lead.
Taking the defensive approach for Team Flash doesn't seem that it's the right... What? I wasn't even able to finish my sentence. What was that?
Not even a second needed. Kyrie eliminates Vanix, deletes him from the map. With just one big combo. Not even the time to react. And that's bad news. KIBOY still holding on to the flicker. And as well as the ultimate, there is implosion. Damage from Kyrie. Super Hero landed from ONIC. Everybody from all angles. They took out 2. Curtis in trouble. Kyrie chasing him down. And that's the double for Kyrie. 8-0. Vanix shows himself. KIBOY wants to go for an initiation. But Vanix gets out. For now. Stun does not connect from the gourd, and ONIC 8-0, unrelenting in this game. Kyrie, unstoppable! Don't show yourself, Vanix, because you're just one shot away from getting deleted in this map from Kyrie, the Sky King.
Oh my God! Team Flash are looking for a miracle, but their voices can't go through the sky, where the Sky Kings themselves are sitting there watching upon them, and right now they are being furious. Right now they are showing us why they are one of the S tier and the most dangerous teams in the entire world. Here in Games of the Future, they are showing why they are one of the best. Team Flash is trying to get everything sorted out. And as I told you, there is a habit that I just adopted recently by looking for solutions for the team who's losing. But right now I cannot give and provide a solution. I can just say that they can wish for a miracle. Look at the gold difference, and look also at the jungler's XP difference. It's so huge. Look at even the damage from Sans. Everything is in for the favor of Team ONIC.
Oh, freeze down KIBOY. KIBOY does have the flicker. Don't group up Team Flash. This once KIBOY spells that, they're gonna take you out. They want to go for the play, the Hail Mary play onto Kyrie, but the conceal is just too short at this point. Not gonna be able to reach a Nolan for now. They don't have the conceal. Gonna be chunking down Hades. This is scary situation. Vanix. Or you implosion connects on the 3, and the damage is there. No need for explanation as ONIC erupts. It takes out Team Flash just like that. KIBOY with the flicker implosion play. ONIC
That's clean.
decimates Team Flash.
That's clean! That's so clean! What a perfect execution! There's nothing to replay. This was one-time thing. You cannot show it twice on camera. 4 members go down. Ultimate flicker with the second skill from KIBOY. The savior now is the initiator, and he is recalling for the enemy, as they say in Indonesia.
Oh,
Tas
no,
tas 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 tas.
Whew. Sans with just the pokes enough to force Cortese out of there. And
Wow.
ONIC are leading 13-0. And how much are they leading? It's 11, 13,000 almost. Inside
That's
of
harsh.
ONIC. Very, very difficult to come back from. Lord easily taken by the side of ONIC. And we're running out of solutions now for Team Flash.
Yeah, the solution. I told they need a
Oh,
miracle,
the
not a
Arlet
solution.
going for Albert. Albert
Oh.
doesn't have the Purify. Good shot down camera from Diablo. The opening was there.
I think
It's
that
not
at this
over,
point,
at least for Diablo.
is it fair to say that any kill on any member of Team ONIC will be a shutdown? I think it's safe to say that,
Yeah.
right? Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be massive, especially on Albert with four kill streak. That actually elevated Diablo as the richest guy now for Team Flash. They need more KIBOY. Do you really want to go onto KIBOY now? Because Kyrie's just on the left side. I'll show you something now. JPL. 100
Isn't JBL supposed to be the one who's receiving damage and face checking? What happened?
Exactly.
What happened to this methodology?
Well,
I'm sorry.
Kyrie 6-0-7 at 10 minutes. He's level 15 again. So nobody
Wow.
can last against this Nolan.
Well, I bet, and I will leave you to lead this, but KIBOY is just terrifying at this moment. Okay.
This is a shot for now. The knockoff
Okay.
there. They love Hades. They want to go for it for the kill. Look at the damage from the gore. JPL now in trouble. JPL out, but KIBOY as well. It's going to be Kyrie going in for the push. Actually, the turret survives for now. That means that ONIC weren't able to just really dive onto the bottom side of the map. But it's a 2-for-1. Diablo wants to go for the opening. Kyrie dodges that. No chance for Diablo to land the ultimate. Final slash. And ONIC, just live, will just get out of there. Diablo, do you really want to go to Kyrie? You don't have the damage.
Oh my god. 13k gold lead in a matter of 11 minutes for the Sky Kings. This is terrifying for any team. And to be fair, I've just recalled a memory. Oh, look, before I recall my memory, but look at this, Kyrie.
Okay. But the retribution and a double dash. Like a triple. Kyrie gets out. In comes the cavalry.
KIBOY.
Everybody going for the intercept. Boots and KIBOY. Gonna find any Sans is here. Have to be careful now if you're JPL. Cannot face check. That's gonna be enough.
If you can recall with me, there was a scenario where Team ONIC were losing so badly against AB Bren in the World Championship in the finals. And the gold deficit was magnificent. It was huge between both of them.
perhaps.
It took one moment, just one correct team fight. And at this moment, I think that the only person who have a solution is Diablo. Diablo with a flicker final slash might turn everything around. The Lord is up now, and Team Flash somehow want to engage.
There's no chance at all. Look at KIBOY's positioning. Can't show yourself.
Wow.
Oh.
Ooh.
They really want to go for this. JPL is trapped. Cannot go away. And it's JPL. Easily taken out by the members of ONIC. A disastrous play coming from JPL. Wasn't able to go through the wall with his small dash from the Ruby. And that's trouble.
Yeah, it is a huge trouble for Team Flash. They didn't even use any resources. They didn't use any ultimate, not even a spell to take JPL down. And look at Sans just with one first skill with this tiny ball that he's throwing. Oh, JPL.
Oh, JPL. Okay, good snatch. It's gonna be a great play as Sans is taken out. So work this out. So-called teamwork to take out to push KIBOY down, but they're tanky. And with all due fairness, Team Flash are able to defend the Lord push for now. With the immense amount of wave clear that they have. This is where Hades actually, as the Barretts, has a lot of like advantage.
KIBOY.
They want to dip their toes in this. The JPL going in for the I'm offended play. Just has to get out for now. Team Flash happily will take this defense.
This is so dangerous. Team Flash are taking every risk that they could have thought of, because it's a really dangerous play right now. Just one mistake can cost them the game. They are trapped behind the inhibitor turrets. One of the inhibitor turrets is even down, and look at the turrets from the side of Team ONIC, untouched. What? Nowhere. There's no. Oh, look at KIBOY.
Oh, JPL going in for the flip. Okay, KIBOY is low. There's gonna be immortality pop. He might go for the turnout. Does have the flicker. Gets out. And ONIC will not be fighting under that turret. Gonna be respecting Team Flash's damage for now. Sentry also popped, knowing exactly where the members of ONIC are. Sans just fishing in for any stuns that he can get with a Mystic Projectile.
Looking at Sans, if you recall to me, and let's have a quick look on the itemization. Bruno is behind with 2 items, and almost everyone from the side of Team ONIC is full builded. But again, it's the same scenario from the previous game. If Team ONIC didn't finish while they are strong, while they are in the lead, they might face a huge trouble, because right now it doesn't take a miracle for Team Flash. It just needs one correct team fight with a chain of crowd control. Look at
oh my goodness! What a projectile coming out from Sans as he stops that conceal play. We don't know if he knew, but what we know of is that he stopped the plan coming out from Team Flash. And conceal at this point in the game, Yasu, that's gonna be massive.
Yeah, and KIBOY is looking to hunt down at the same point. They are not looking for the Lord. They want the team fight.
Oh, there it is. KIBOY wants to go for the knockup, and they do have the burst onto Hades. They baited the Lord. JPL connects onto 2 members onto the backline. Boots is gonna be there. Albert is out. No damage from ONIC from now, but Carry secures the Lord. Well, speaking of damage, Carry now will be outputting the damage. Diablo goes down. And Boots just zoned out the entirety of Team Flash so that the 2 members will be isolated. ONIC claims the Lord and then claims 2 kills. Marching into the middle. Projectile connects onto JPL, but Boots secures the top lane push. Wants to go in for more. Goes for the bravest fighter just for the pokes. JPL wants to control Boots for now. No damage from Phoenix. Now, but Sans outputs the damage. The gush to take him out. Vanix in trouble. Has to get out. Has to regen. Might be a bad time. Hades, no big guy passive. This stun connects to the Curteasy for now. Aurora with the defense. Kyrie wants to go for the play. Hades catches Kyrie. Could this be a good play? Immortality pop. Implosion onto 2. Kyrie's down. But there's no defense. Double kill for Sans.
The Lord
marching forward. Base in shambles. They want to go for the defense, but it's not enough. Slowly and surely, ONIC are wiping the floor with Team Flash's members. And that's a 2-0 for the Sky Kings.
Full sweep, sweeping the sky once again. Team ONIC bring this home. Kyrie, Boots, Albert, and all the members of Team ONIC were so synced to a moment that you cannot imagine that this is reality, but reality have hit Team Flash so hard. One-sided game happens once again, and again the same things being said to Team Flash. This game was to be erased from the memory. Focus on the upcoming game. Team ONIC actually with their composition, did you see how perfect it was? It was like, you know these videos that you see every now and then with everything happening in the same exact moment? They made it like 4 to 5 times at least in this game.
Yeah, the synergy that you saw from the side of ONIC is just
Unmatched.
too good. Unmatched kind of synergy. Everybody's just on point. Like they knew exactly when KIBOY will be finding 2 targets. Even Sans on his lonesome is just connecting with skill 1 and skill 2, just poking and dealing the damage and not stopping at all. The pressure was there all the time up against the side of Team Flash, and that allowed the members of ONIC to just run through it. It was a perfect game again for the side of ONIC. You can see through the highlights, the rotation from Kyrie, no need for any kind of help because Vanix is already out. They knew it. And then KIBOY does not need the flicker.
Wow.
Going for the second skill and then the ultimate. And then immediately, Boots didn't even complete his combo onto the 2 members of Team Flash. He went in for Vanix immediately. And then Vanix becomes Vanish because he vanished from the earth. As Kyrie melts him down. And then look at that Avengers-esque movement coming out from ONIC from all angles. It was a superhero landing from ONIC.
Avengers Assemble. Team ONIC at this moment, well, again, as I told you before, yeah, look at this second skill with the flicker, Mythic Gush going in, Sans finishing everyone off. Diablo is the last survivor just to tell the story to whoever is left to come back from the base. Look at the flicker ultimate being triggered once and again from the side of KIBOY, and the uncrowned King Kyrie each time is there to finish things off, or maybe even to start and finish things off by himself. KIBOY was just a force of nature from the side of Team ONIC.
Yeah. And then Boots, look at his positioning here. As they take out Hades, so it's a clear retribution win. You can see what Boots did. He was able to isolate Diablo once again from his teammates, and then they were able to convert. Now, in comes ONIC with just, good in out against Team Flash. No Albert, no problem. In this case, eventually, they slowly ushered the Lord into the base. Implosion connects. Then it's just a slow and steady push from ONIC with the Lord on their side. Perfect 2-0, and the MVP is on 7-1 and 12.
40%.
40% indeed.
I didn't see that amount of damage by one person for a very long time. It's so rare to see 40%. I thought that how much damage did Kyrie deal if just Sans dealt 40%?
Well, there were so many times in this game that he's able to land skill 1 and skill 2 in combination with each other, then pops the ultimate. And he's not able to get kills, but he poked his enemy so much, he dealt so much damage. And again, AoE coming out from ONIC, the AoE comp that they have with Implosion plus the Mystic Gush, it really lines up perfectly against Team Flash, and there wasn't anything that Team Flash could do. And now I bite my lips and bite my words. The fact that I said that this will be a close game didn't happen at all. This is the complete opposite. This series went heavily in favor of ONIC with all of the things that they've shown in this game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Team ONIC, and looking at Sans and remembering that when I spoke to you about the Lilia and the Ice Queen one, look, 40% damage, and this is expected against steady targets, almost steady targets, such as the Barats, or like I would say low mobility targets like the Barats, also the Arlot. Not safely to say the Arlot, but I would say it safely about the Ruby. And also looking at Vanix, even though he did 100% damage, it wasn't even the damage needed to take down at least one turret. It was a full sweep for Team ONIC. The damage was again, a ridiculous amount of damage output coming from the side of Team ONIC. They reached the late game once again with a scenario that's even harsher than the first scenario, and almost a full sweep in the score itself, not just in the total of matches. So Team Flash need to do a lot of revising and study a lot more about their next opponent.
Well, speaking of next opponents, they are going to be waiting, but we are going to be waiting because we already know what is going to be the matchups. Because of the modified GSL format that we have in the group stages, the winners will be facing up against each other, losers will be facing up against each other. So that means ONIC, after this 2-0, will face a Burnix Flash, the team that won earlier on against KBG. And then it's going to be Flash going up against KBG for that elimination match, because the team that didn't win a series, the team with the lowest win rate will be taken out immediately. So that means that if you lose twice in a row, you are done for here in our tournament. So that's the group stages. Obviously, ONIC looking really good. I hope that the Burnix Flash has something prepared against ONIC, because ONIC look really strong.
Yeah, they are in form. They are in shape, and they are they are laser focused in this tournament. In games of the future, they are targeting the prize pool, the full prize pool, not just reaching the finals. They wanna take it all, and they wanna take it back home. They didn't get, and as I told you, they might be even more motivated because they are wounded from the M5 World Championship, and they wanna. And what was the word that you used? This is the best place for them to recover and to show everything with a huge prize pool such as the $1 million.
Yeah. And we also got news that it was also a 2-0 from the opposite stream that we have. So if you don't know, Group C is actually also happening right now, and Blacklist International faced up against Fireflux Impunity. So that's also another 2-0. And that makes it so that Blacklist will be facing up against, if I'm not mistaken, that's Royal Cyber Sports Club. Right. Yep. So that's from the opposite end. And let's just recap some of the other groups, Yasu. We're going to be looking at, it was RQ that went 2-0 against Lil Gun, both technically comeback games or recovery games. And then Daewoo with that was a series that I did not expect to be that one-sided. It will be a 2-0. I thought it will be 2-1 at least. But yeah, Burmese Ghost unfortunately couldn't make it there. That means that RQ will be facing against Daewoo. So that's really exciting. On the opposite end, it's AP Bren winning